New Haven police have made an arrest in the killing of a Yale University graduate student, Annie Le. Raymond Clark, a lab technician at the university, was taken into custody this morning, and his bond has been set at $3 million. ABC News Radio's Aaron Katersky is in New Haven and now joins me on the phone with the details. Aaron, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
TJ, good morning from the New Haven Police Department, where the man charged with murder, Raymond Clark, has just arrived, driven here in a black car. Went into the police headquarters just moments ago.
Aaron, what kind of evidence does the New Haven Police Department supposedly have on Clark at this point?
Well, the police chief wouldn't say specifically, wouldn't talk about the specific case against him, but we know they've been waiting for forensic test results. They wanted to compare samples of Raymond Clark's DNA from his hair, mouth, and skin to physical evidence found at the scene, including bloody surgical gloves and bloody clothing. Those were two key pieces of physical evidence they had. We also know they had been reading text messages and emails that Clark sent to Annie Le, perhaps about the cleanliness of her workstation. At the lab, Clark worked the mice cages. He was responsible for their cleanliness and upkeep, and we're told that he complained to Le about her work and the tidiness of her work, and suggested that they meet to talk about it.
And Aaron, there was also some circumstantial evidence, I suppose, with that key card, which showed him going inside and outside of the building quite frequently.
That lab is restricted access only. You have to have one of those digital swipe cards, and police have told ABC News that Clark used his to go in and out of the building at least 10 different times on the day that Le was reported missing. That would have been far more than his usual routine. And all of this led to police calling Clark a person of interest. They've interviewed about 150 people and are still interviewing people, TJ, but nobody has received the kind of scrutiny as Raymond Clark. And police said this morning that they are confident there was only one killer.
And Aaron, there was a report going around that Yale may have waited as long as 3 days before they actually called police after receiving a missing persons report. Can you tell us any more about that?
Not true. Police said that they were on scene really the next day, and that they were called almost immediately after receiving word from Yale University. Annie Le's family had arrived in New Haven a couple of days after that, so all the wheels had been in motion. What took a couple of days was to actually find the body. After Annie Le was strangled to death, she was put inside this wall compartment that's normally used to hide wiring and pipes, and it took several days for police to find her body.
And Aaron, do we know what's next right now? We know bail has been set.
A high bail, too. $3 million bond for Raymond Clark. He'll make his first court appearance either later today or more likely tomorrow, and then the case progresses. What police have not talked about is the question that's on everyone's mind. Why would anybody want to kill a brilliant and, from all accounts, well-liked graduate student days before her wedding? Only thing police would say this morning, TJ, is that this was not a case of domestic violence. This was workplace violence. Seems rather cold and calculating.
ABC News Radio's Aaron Katersky reporting from New Haven this morning. Aaron, thanks very much. Great job.
Thanks, TJ.